Hey kids, welcome to section 1.5 salary. Today we're going to determine salary per pay period. And so, what's the difference between being paid once or twice a month? Well, not a whole heck of a lot. You get a paycheck. If you get paid twice a month, you get half as much as you would get paid if you were getting paid once a month, but you still get the same amount of money in the end. Many employees are paid a salary. I am a salaried employee. Doesn't matter how many hours I work, I still get paid the same amount of money. And so that's a fixed amount of money that you earn on a regular basis. Your annual salary is the total salary you earn during a year. Now, you can get paid all sorts of different ways. You can get paid weekly, which there's 52 weeks in a year, so you get paid 52 times. If you get paid bi-weekly, that means you get paid 26 times per year. Semi-monthly, that means you get paid 24 times per year. If you get paid monthly, since there's 12 months in a year, that's 12 times a year. Paid quarterly, there's 4 quarters in a dollar, so you get paid 4 times per year. And if you get paid semi-annually, that means you get paid twice a year. So it's really important that you guys remember these. The most common ones that you should already know is the 52 weeks in a year and the 12 months in a year. The ones you might not know so much are the biweekly and the semi-monthly. Quarterly should be easy to remember, 4 quarters in a dollar. Semi-annually is twice. So if you want to find what your salary is per pay period, you can just take your annual salary and divide by how many pay periods there are. And that's going to tell you how much you get paid each time. So, for instance, Tom Costello is a website designer. His annual salary is $67,400. So, I'm going to ask you a bunch of different questions if you got paid in a bunch of different ways. So, first question, what is Tom's monthly salary? Well, monthly is 12 times a year. So, I'm going to take the 67,400 and I'm going to divide by 12. So, if Tom gets paid monthly, he's going to get $5,616.67 every time he gets paid. Now, it doesn't matter if Tom gets paid monthly or if Tom gets paid weekly or if Tom gets paid quarterly. He's still going to make the same amount of money at the end of the year. And it doesn't matter how many hours Tom works because he's going to get the same amount of money no matter how many hours he works. All right, let's pretend that Tom gets paid weekly. So, what is Tom's salary if he is paid weekly? Well, we're going to take the annual salary still, and we're going to divide by how many weeks there are in a year, which is 52. So, if Tom gets paid weekly, he's going to get $1,296.15 on each paycheck. Again, he'll still earn the same amount of money overall at the end of the year, but his paycheck will be a different amount. Letter C, what is Tom's biweekly paycheck? Well, again, take his annual salary. And if you get paid biweekly, that's 26 times. So that's a total of $2,592.31 each paycheck. Finally, what is Tom's salary if he is paid semi-monthly? Well, go back to your annual salary, $67,400. And if you get paid semi-monthly, you get paid 24 times. So each paycheck is going to be $2,808.33. So again, you need to remember that monthly is 12 times a year, weekly is 52 times a year, bi-weekly is 26 times a year, and semi-monthly is 24 times a year. All right, example number 2. Sam Gerber is paid bi-weekly and earns $16.50 per paycheck. Find his annual salary. So now we want to find the annual salary, which is how much he gets paid for an entire year. So we know that he gets paid bi-weekly. That's 26 times a year. So if I take the number of paychecks, 26, and multiply by how much each paycheck is, 1,650, I'll get an annual salary of $42,900. So it's quite easy to go the other way too. If you know how many times you get paid and you know how off or how much you get paid each time, you can find your annual salary by multiplying. All right, part B, Brenda Ortiz earns $6,890 per month. That means she gets paid 12 times. Find her salary if she were paid per quarter, which is only 4 times. All right, so first we need to figure out what Brenda's annual salary is using the per month paycheck, and then we can backtrack and figure out how much she was paid per quarter. So let's find that annual pay by taking the 6,890 and multiplying it by 12. When we do this tells us that Brenda is earning $82,680 per year. So if I now want to find what the quarterly pay is, I can take that 82,680 and divide it by 4, since quarterly means 4 times a year. And that means that Brenda is going to get $20,670 on each of her paychecks. So if it ever gives you someone earning money per week or per month or per quarter, you're going to want to use that to find the annual salary first. And then you can go back and figure out what the new payment is. All right, example number 3, Steve Jobs is a forensic scientist. His monthly salary is $14,650. What is Steve's annual salary? Well, monthly is 12. So his annual salary is going to be 12 paychecks times $14,650 a piece. This means that Steve is earning $175,800 a year as a forensic scientist. Forensic scientist, by the way, is someone who investigates DNA left over at a crime scene, or tries to figure out the tire marks, how fast a person was going when they crashed their car, things like that. Part B, what would be his amount paid if he were paid semi-monthly? Well, semi-monthly is 24. So I can take the annual salary, 175,800, and I can divide by 24 paychecks. If Steve was paid semi-monthly, he would get $7,325 on his paycheck. All right, kids, that's salary. No matter how many hours you work, you still get paid the same amount of money. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And as always, keep calm and keep trucking.